Luke, huge congratulations. The missing piece of the puzzle is now there. It's been a long day. Just sum up, what are the emotions like right now?
Tired. I'm really, really tired. I was feeling it in the semi-final, to be honest. Um, yeah, it was tough. But it was a breeze on the stage in the semi-final. It did affect me. I can't lie. It's not an excuse. It was very, very hard to come back from. But when I put the heavier flights in, it seemed to help me a lot more. Luke actually changed his points to try and adapt, and it actually worked for him as well. I thought he started playing a lot better after the second break. But I just that's one word and one. I never give in, do I? As much as I was annoyed and disappointed, I didn't give in. I kept working hard, and if I didn't work hard, I wouldn't have got to bring the trophy home today.
Yeah, look, we'll come back to the semi-final in a minute, but the final itself, you seem to find another gear, and that was the level that you expect of yourself over that 102 mark. And Damon didn't have the answers, unfortunately. Did you feel comfortable at that break?
Yeah, but I think it's just to do with a bit of experience. I'm used to playing in these big finals. It is a big final. It's not just the World Series; it's a big final. I'm used to it. Damon's not. Once he starts getting used to it a bit more, he may find his feet. But for me, I think if you look back on all the finals I've had in European tours, major tournaments, now the World Series, I've had a lot of 100 average in finals, so I knew the capabilities of what I can show in big finals. Damon's not played in that many, so I knew that the pressure would be on him a little bit more than it would anybody else. For me, I felt really relaxed, and it showed in the end. But you can't take too much discredit from me. He gave it his best. It's just a little bit of experience that will take in the end to understand what it's like being in these big finals. Because for me, I'm used to them now.
I know you said you weren't thinking about it, but what's it like now you have ticked this off? Because the 12 months has been incredible, and now to add the World Series title to the list, what's that feeling like?
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I said to you yesterday, as long as I'm winning the big ones, that's all that matters. And it still stands at that statement. As long as I'm winning the big titles, that World Series, if I don't or do win, it doesn't matter. It's not ranking money, but of course, I'm dedicated more than ever. I want to win everything. I try to my best anyway, and obviously winning, to top off, the last 11 months now. The next tournament I play in will be, I think it's a Euro tour, and then obviously the World Series finals. So it's one more big tournament left on the TV before we go back round to the Grand Prix. So, I've had a great 12 months, and if I can win the World Series finals, then it'll obviously be even better. But, I've got 3 weeks off now, and to go on holiday with my family, who I've missed incredibly. That's been the toughest part. But yeah, let's get trophy to take back to them now.
Semi-final, 6-2 down. What did you say to yourself in that moment? Because to win five legs on the spin against anyone in the World Series is tough, but to do it against Luke is a real statement from yourself and saying, hang on a minute, I am still the best here, because not many people do that.
Yeah, like I said, the scenario for both of us wasn't easy. Let's be honest. I don't want to sound like I'm making too many excuses, but it was the truth. It was hard, but that's maybe even experience on my part. If Luke would have been 5, 6 years into his tour card, he probably would have took the experience that he had received like I have, and probably would have reeled off the game like he should have. But I never give in. I always give it my all. I never give up, regardless. If I'm still in the game and I'm still having 7 legs down, I'll always try my best. And I did. And when I got to 6-1, I'm thinking, I've been in this position so many times. He just manages to usually find that big leg, but he didn't. And that 76 finish was massive in the end, and obviously give me the title in the end.
I know you're really good friends with Luke, and he's almost doing his apprenticeship on the job because of the explosion that he's had. But the battering he got in the final last week, and then losing from that situation, can he learn from that? Because like you've done your apprenticeship through the Dev Tour, the Challenge Tour, where Luke has just blown into this and maybe hasn't got that same experience at this level.
Yeah, but his apprenticeship is right in the deep end, and it's probably the best thing for him. My apprenticeship was playing in Euro Tour qualifiers and Pro Tours all the time. His apprenticeship is right in the deep end, and if you put my apprenticeship right in the deep end, I probably would have maybe been a couple of time world champion now. I needed that experience early. I'm not stupid, to be honest. I know that he will be the best player in the world one day. Whether it's in 5 years or in a couple of years. He can't be 17 years of old and that good, and not in 5 years' time be even better. It'd be a shock to me. But he has to dedicate, he has to work hard. He can't rest on his laurels. He has to work hard at the game. You can't just accept that this is where he is now and he's not going to get any better. I think he does. And he probably will be world number one in 5 years' time. I have to accept that. I probably will, but it's never a guaranteed. He has to work hard and get there. I believe he will. He's a good lad. He's got a great family. His mum and dad are lovely people, really are. And he's got a good support around him. He's a good guy as well. So like I said, I get on really well with him. But for me, I'm going to try and make it as hard as possible for anybody, not just Luke, to be world number one. I'm going to try and keep pushing as hard as I can to stay there as long as possible. And someone overtakes me, they do. But for me, it's going to take a big performance and a big cut to get someone to do it. And that's all I care about. I want to make it hard for people.
Well, Luke, congratulations and thanks for your time over the last 2 weeks, buddy.
My pleasure. Cheers.